The results of recent primary elections show that the American people are being roused to action. And once activated, their power will be felt. They will not be mocked. They have begged and pleaded for our nation's immigration laws to be enforced for 30 or 40 years. The politicians have refused. They have defeated amnesty after amnesty after amnesty. And they will not sit back and allow the president to implement through unlawful fiat what they have defeated through the democratic process.
Now, Sessions also urged his colleagues to stand up and be counted, stand up to Obama's lawless actions, and support any legislation that is going to block him from granting amnesty to even more illegal immigrants. And, of course, ensure that no federal funds go to helping to further these executive actions. Now, Sessions also emphasized that he has never seen a situation in which a president weeks in advance has announced that he's going to take action that clearly violates the law. He says Obama is preparing to assume for himself the absolute power to set immigration law in America, and with this mentality of, I'll just enforce what I wish to enforce and determine who may enter and who may work, no matter what the law says, by the millions. Now, Obama has indicated that he's going to be granting these executive actions, granting work permits to possibly 8 million more illegal immigrants. All of this is going to be happening while Congress is about to embark on a 5-week vacation. They're going to have their August recess after this week. So isn't that convenient? Here we have a crisis at the border, the president who's announced weeks ago that he's going to be violating the law. So shame at any of our representatives who are sitting at home on vacation on the taxpayers' dime while Obama surrenders our borders. And, it is really easy to roll all of the blame onto Obama, but of course he is just a puppet of this faceless, nameless, bureaucratic government machine. They are all to blame. They are all complicit in this, especially if they sit at home in vacation, probably watching on their television, learning about the border crisis with the rest of us. Now, Boehner basically says the impeachment talk is off the table. He says that it's a scam started by Democrats at the White House, and they're using it to rile up their base. Basically, the Democratic campaign is sending out red alert emails, and they're raising money by bringing up this threat of impeachment. So far, they've raised $2.1 million in online donations just over the weekend, and the Democrats' House campaign arm has raised $7.6 million since Boehner announced a lawsuit in June. So, of course, it's all being tossed around as a joke to rile up the base, and clearly our representatives don't care about what the majority of Americans are asking for, demanding, which is to secure the border. Now, most people are thinking that it's just Central Americans and Mexicans who are breaching the border illegally, but a Border Patrol agent has revealed that illegal immigrants arriving from as far away as China are paying up to $30,000 to be smuggled into the U.S. via Mexico. Now, they're just taking advantage of this current surge. Now, agents say that people from more than 143 countries have attempted to illegally bypass the southern border. Over the weekend, agents apprehended immigrants from countries such as Bangladesh, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. And of course, human trafficking is a big business, and now they're trying to get people here as fast as possible to take advantage of our open borders. 20 years ago, crossing from Central America to Mexico would cost about $350. Well, today, smugglers can charge anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. And if it's an unaccompanied minor, that can be double the price for that. So these smugglers are basically lying to the families, putting them in grave danger, promising them amnesty once they get here. Then they're taking all of these people's life savings, I'm sure, and then dumping them here in America, where the taxpayers are going to have to take care of them. Now, Obama wants to go ahead and violate the law while Congress is out on vacation and grant work permits to possibly 8 million more illegal immigrants, while millions of Americans are out of work. We have unprecedented numbers of Americans on welfare, and the Congressional Budget Office just determined that if this kind of mass amnesty were to be adopted, American wages would fall for a decade. But when asked about this sweeping amnesty, some representatives are still pushing that propaganda that this will be good for the economy and good for America.
Do you think that allowing illegal aliens to stay in the U.S. and putting them on a path to citizenship will help unemployed Americans?
I think what we need to do is pass comprehensive immigration reform. And I just came from a hearing with the nonpartisan director of the Congressional Budget Office, who testified that if you passed the Senate bipartisan bill, you will reduce the deficit and increase long-term economic growth in the United States.
So we have people from all over the world penetrating the southern border. We have a DHS that's absolutely not protecting the homeland. We have Congress who is too afraid to stand up to Obama. We've got a president who's just enacting all of these laws, lackadaisical immigration enforcement. And now we have illegal immigrants who are just protesting right outside the White House because they know there is not going to be any repercussions for them. And then we've got these representatives basically telling us it's all going to be okay. America's going to be great. Now, ICE officials indicate that even if these protesters do end up getting arrested by D.C. police, they'd have to be serious criminals for ICE to get involved. Obviously, the agency prioritizes deportation for felons, repeat offenders, gang members, and others, but we've already heard reports of catch and release program. The Obama administration intentionally released 36,000 criminal illegal aliens in 2013 because it's just this bureaucratic mess. They're so backed up. So these protesters aren't worried. They know there's not going to be any repercussions for them. And basically, these illegal immigrant protesters plan to demonstrate there outside the White House to call on any immigration groups to boycott any administration meetings until illegal immigrants are included in those talks. So here we have illegal immigrants going directly to the White House demanding to be included in talks, while others are saying that America are just sitting around sheepishly and watching and allowing all of this to happen. So here we have illegal immigrants doing what Americans should be doing, going to the White House and demanding representation. What are you doing, America? What are you doing to stop all of this and demand representation? Thank you for tuning into the show tonight. Stick around for a special report coming up in Overdrive, and we will see you here tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central.
You've experienced and heard about the benefits of Super Male Vitality. Now, the new formula has arrived. Introducing the new Super Female Vitality. I have specifically designed this formula to help the body naturally regulate itself without the use of artificial hormones. Key ingredients chosen from the highest quality sources. Secure your Super Female Vitality today from our limited stock at InfoWarsLife.com.
You are watching the InfoWars Nightly News, which airs 7 p.m. Central at InfoWarsNews.com. Members can share their passcodes with up to 11 other people, and your support is helping us defend liberty worldwide.